Cowboys Nation, what's going on? It's Alex back again with another update, and before we jump into this absolutely wild story, I have to say something really quick because I see the numbers every single day most of you watch my videos but still haven't subscribed, so if you're hearing my voice right now and you want daily Cowboys news, injury updates, player stories, and all the behind-the-scenes stuff that nobody else is breaking down, then hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a video, because trust me, we are just getting started. Now let's get right into it, because today we have some major personal news about Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens, and the timing of this announcement could not be more surprising with the Chicago Bears game right around the corner. Now let me set the stage for you. George Pickens has been one of the most talked about players on this Cowboys roster since he got here. Fans know the talent is there, the potential is off the charts, and when he's locked in on the field, he's the type of guy who can completely change a game with just one big play. But the story today isn't about a highlight catch, it isn't about a big practice update or even an injury report. No, this time George Pickens decided to step in front of the cameras and share something very personal, something that honestly caught a lot of Cowboys fans off guard and left everyone wondering how this news is going to affect him heading into Sunday's matchup with the Bears. When George stood up and made this announcement, you could almost feel the air in the room change. Reporters leaned and players turned their heads, and you could tell this wasn't just another routine media session, this was something deeper. Now I know what you're thinking, Alex, what exactly did George Pickens announce? Well, here's the deal. George revealed some very personal news about his life outside of football, news that reminds us these guys aren't just athletes in a helmet and jersey, they're real people with real lives, and sometimes those personal lives can shape the way they play and carry themselves on the field. George opened up and told everyone that he's been going through a major life change and that this moment is bigger than just football. He wanted his teammates, the organization, and of course Cowboys Nation to hear it directly from him before it leaked out anywhere else, and you have to respect that in today's world where rumors spread like wildfire, George wanted to control his own story and share it his way. The personal news he shared is emotional, it's raw, and it's the type of thing that can either weigh heavily on a player or inspire them to take their game to an entirely new level. George revealed that he's been dealing with a family situation behind the scenes and that it's been on his heart for weeks. He said this moment has given him a new perspective on life, and he's dedicating the rest of this season to someone very close to him. Now, I don't care if you're the biggest Cowboys fan or even just a casual football watcher, when you hear a player speak from the heart like that, it hits different, because you're reminded that football is more than just X's and O's. It's about motivation, it's about heart, and it's about the why behind every snap. Now, here's the thing, George Pickens isn't the type of guy who usually opens up about personal stuff. He's been known for keeping it all business, keep your head down, make plays, let your actions do the talking. So for him to step forward and share this side of his life tells you just how important this moment is. And what's crazy is the timing, right before the Bears game, a matchup that already carries weight because the Cowboys are looking to build momentum and make a statement. George could have kept this private, but instead he wanted to let the world know exactly where his heart is and why he's playing the way he's playing. Cowboys Nation, let's be real, moments like this can change the energy of a locker room. Think about it. When one of your brothers stands up and shares something personal, the rest of the team rallies around him. They don't just see him as the guy catching passes on Sundays, they see the human being, the fighter, the teammate who's carrying more than just the ball. He's carrying responsibility and emotion, and that can ignite a fire in the entire roster. And I truly believe this announcement from George is going to do exactly that. Now let's talk about the Bears game for a second, because this news adds an entirely new layer to it. George Pickens is already a matchup nightmare with his size, speed, and physicality. Chicago's secondary is going to have their hands full regardless, but now you add in this emotional fuel, this extra motivation, and you have to wonder, is this going to be the game where George just explodes? Is this going to be the night he goes off for a highlight reel performance that makes everyone in the league stop and say, wow, Cowboys got themselves a real star? Because they'll tell you this, players who dedicate their game to something personal often reach another level.